Okay, we are live. And welcome. If you are watching this, it's great to have you here. We're just going to have a look at the new features within Canva, the new magic features, which sound quite exciting. If you have been using Canva, I know it's popular among a lot of teachers, you will know that on the Pro version, you got access to some really cool. Just looking at Darren's joined us. Darren, good to see you. Darren, if you want to join me, let me know. I'll send you the link. Come and join me, and we can have a look through these features together if you've got time. Anthem, great to hear from you from Bangalore. Thanks for joining me for this. We're just gonna have a look at the new features within Canva, and they were set to announce them at 2 p.m. UK time, which is 3 minutes time. But going on to the Canva website, it looks like they have already added the new features and the new page, the canva.com/magic page. That's great to see more people joining us. Hello, good to see you all. Yeah, so I'm going to be completely honest with you. Well, two things. I've never done one of these before in terms of like a live commentary, and secondly, I don't know about you, but I thought Canva it was going to be like a bit of a video announcement. I thought it was going to be like them coming on, a bit like, you know, how like when Apple announced new products, I thought there was going to be like some kind of video announcement, but it doesn't look like that's the case, to be honest. It looks like that all they've done is launch Magic Studio so that you can look through it yourself and explore the features. So I guess change of plan. I was planning on just kind of sitting back and jumping in every now and then and commentating on some of the new features they were announcing. But as it doesn't seem like it's going to be a video, we can just have a look through this together and check out some of the cool new features. Hello, Louise. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Rick. It's great to have you with us. So yeah, if you've been using Canva already, if you didn't know, if you're a teacher, you can get a free pro account. So if you go to Canva Education, a lot of teachers I find don't actually know this. So let me just show you this. So if you're a teacher or an educator, if you go to canva.com/education, you can, so it shows you all the features there. You can just here where it says get started with Canva for education 100% free, get verified. You can verify your account as a teacher. I think you have to send them some evidence. I think when I did it a few years ago, I just sent them a picture of my ID card that I wore around school, and then they upgrade it to Pro, and then you get access to some of these cool AI features. Canva have kind of, if you're aware of what Canva have been doing with AI, they got in there very quickly. So kind of start of this year really, and started integrating some AI tools. And I know we're just starting to see kind of Duet for Google Workspace, Copilot for Microsoft Office 365, Canva with their ecosystem. And I think it's probably safe to call Canva an ecosystem now, because they've really put a lot of effort into broadening this from not just a design tool, but some way where you can create your presentations, your documents, and so much more. So within Canva's ecosystem, they've had some really cool AI, or as they call it, magic tools, for quite a while now, and they've been improving them in the background. So we've had access to some really quality AI tools from Canva. Not all of them amazing. So, for example, the text to image tool that they've had, very simple, and especially if you're somebody who uses a tool like Midjourney, which is very powerful, then the results you get from that just might not be as desirable. But they're improving that, and I think that was going to be one of the announcements today in terms of the other integrations they're going to have. So let me just go back to Magic Studio. If you're just joining us, I had planned for this to be a video. I thought this was going to be a live announcement from Canva, so I was just going to jump on and sit in the background and commentate every now and then. But it looks like all they've done is just release this new website, which is Magic Studio. So this is what's new, Magic Studio, and it looks like it's a place where they've incorporated all of their existing AI tools, and their new AI tools. So let's have a look through this. So should we just take it as it comes? So the first one they seem to want to show us when I scroll down is this tool. So I'll press play. The volume should be working, and we can watch this together. So there we go. That's the release video, as Louise has just let us know. If anyone does want to, I'm just going to have a look through the rest of this page. It probably won't take too long. But if you want to join me, please do let me know. I know most of you who are there, so I can send you the link to jump into the studio with me and come and join me, and we can chat through some of these and how you see these might be useful for people within education. So please let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. So what do you think about the video there? Is there anything new there that you're excited to get to grips with? Do just let me know. So yeah, it looks like what they've done is just kind of integrated some new tools there and some existing tools into a studio where you can create with that straight away. So in this video, I probably won't jump into it and have a go of it, because I wanted to just have a look at it for myself first before I start posting any content about it. But let's just have a look through here. So let's go to the features, shall we? Let's have a look on the features here. So visualize your ideas with Magic Design. So I really like that from the video, the fact that it could create videos. So we are seeing that the kind of the text to text is in there, the text to image, which has already been in there, but this is something very new, the text to video, the fact that we can now, through text prompts within Canva, create some videos, which is really cool. And as they were showing that example, I thought some of that's going to be really useful for people who create like TikTok videos and reels, in order to create some bespoke content there. And also what a way to maybe create some content for our students as well, on a level that they might be familiar with in terms of TikTok content and short chunked bits of content. So let's have a look. Transform your content. Yeah, this one looked really cool. So the fact that you can upload some content and then get it to transform it, Magic Switch, which has been in, if you use Canva, you'll have noticed this has been in here for the last few days. And we've got a translate feature there as well. which will come in really handy for those who create content and want that to be translated into many different languages, especially if you've got students from the Ukraine with you, or any other countries where English isn't their first language. That was going to come in as a really handy feature. So I'm just reading some of the comments. Canva has become a part and parcel of our designs. Yeah, me too. In fact, whenever I'm speaking to schools, whatever country I'm in, I always ask who's using Canva, and it's always a popular tool. It just amazes me how many teachers love this tool. Yeah, Fee said this may be a way in for our under 13-year-olds. That's an interesting comment. I wonder what they suggest for age here, and if this is going to be available for student accounts. If anybody knows the answer to that, please do let us know. Jonathan Parker said the translation for bilingual documents looks good for working in a college in South Wales where bilingualism is important. Yeah, absolutely. It'd be amazing to see what the Welsh translation's like within Canva, Jonathan. Diveris, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, says it's amazing. I'm still exploring, but so far I can see these as great tools for making eye-catching content for students. Louisa said whiteboard is interesting with Jamboard going. Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting, isn't it? That with Jamboard going, Google's Jamboard, a lot of schools use Google Jamboard as their kind of whiteboard tool, but that's now being phased out over the next year. So the Canva whiteboard looks like it could be a great replacement for that. Ben, good friend of mine, Ben, has said the magic expand and grab looks really useful. Yeah, I really like that. I noticed that. I think they made that available about a week ago, didn't they? And a lot of people get excited about the Adobe tools and how you can take a single image, expand it, and it uses AI to create more of a context around an image, or makes the image bigger. And I know Midjourney over the last month have introduced a similar feature, but now that we get this within Canva is amazing. I think what I like about this, and I don't know if you agree with me or not, but a lot of the kind of more powerful AI tools, they're kind of, if you're not familiar with technology and how to start using technology, it can be a bit daunting. So I created a tutorial a while ago on how to get set up with Midjourney, because it is just a bit of a faff on. It's a bit of a, you need to know how Discord works, then you need to know how to install a bot into Discord, and it's a bit unnecessary. The user experience isn't great. So what excites me about Canva, even though sometimes I think not always the best tools, there's better tools out there, but that it's kind of democratizing access. It's making these tools accessible to most teachers who use this tool, and to the people who use this tool, because I think a lot of us came to Canva very early on because we didn't want to know how to use Photoshop, or we thought it was a real easy alternative to Photoshop where we could be creative and not have to know the complexities of a tool like Adobe Photoshop, which you pretty much need a degree on if you want to use it to its best ability, and just the ease of use. And I think that's where Canva's found its place in this market. It's kind of like democratizing creativity, and all you need to know is just how to kind of drag and drop some of these components, and you can create some fantastic content. And I feel like that's what they're doing for AI at the minute as well, where a lot of other companies are kind of failing. It's taken some of the more complex AI tools out there and just making them really, really user friendly for anybody to use, just with a click of a button. And we're seeing some companies doing that. Later on today, and I'm doing a webinar with ThingLink where they're doing something similar. So they're bringing Skybox into their tool so that you can create 360-degree images simply within ThingLink, and then start interacting with that content by adding tags on. If you go to my Twitter account, you'll see the link to register for that webinar. Which is very soon. Let me actually just find out what time that is actually going to be on. It will be at 5 p.m. UK time. So That's midday Eastern time and 9 a.m. Pacific time. So if you can make that, that would be amazing. But let's jump back to Canva here, because I think that translates really interesting. Going back into the magic switch, the reformat. I think when it comes to people who are creating content, and I very much put teachers in that bracket, how to change that content so it's reusable is so important. And sometimes it takes a lot of time, especially when you've got it in a certain format. If you've created a resource as a document size, for example, for a certain audience or for a certain context, then actually use a magic switch to transform it into another bit of content, so you can post it online, so that you can put it in a slide deck. However you want to use it, I think is going to be a massive time saver for teachers and other creatives. Let's keep going down here. So turn ideas into images and videos with magic media. Yeah, I can't wait to get to start using the text to video and having a play on with that. I think that's going to be really, really exciting. I'm not holding my breath for it to be amazing quality, because if you follow the AI tools and you know that technology isn't amazing yet, it's getting there. And over the next few years, I'm sure it'll be absolutely amazing, and it's going to transform how we consume video content, anywhere from YouTube to Netflix and so on. So I'm interested to see what they've done with this and how they're making it usable, I guess, because I know a lot of video content I see just isn't all that usable when it's generated by AI. So that's going to be really interesting. If anyone's already started to play around with that, please do let me know, because I'm really excited to see that. Let's jump back into the comments. Conrad, good to see you, my friend. Fantastic tool to get students to explore and develop with their creativity skills. Absolutely. And I know I think talking about, whenever I talk about AI, I tend to go at it from the teacher first point of view, simply because, kind of like what Fee mentioned before, that younger students can't really use these tools at the moment, because we're still kind of in those early stages where we're trying to iron out the privacy and the safety and the safeguarding of students using these tools. But I think it's going to be really interesting if Canva has allowed student accounts to access some of this technology. And I don't know if they have yet. If anyone does, please do let me know. Okay, so Fee's put in parent or guardian permission needed for under 13s for Canva education. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, so it's still kind of that same level as what ChatGPT is under. Oh, actually, no, it's different, isn't it? So under 13s, parental permission. That's really interesting, because beforehand it was kind of, especially using tools like ChatGPT, it's over 13 parental permission. Matthew's just posted in there. I was playing around today, and there's different access rights privileges for students and teachers. They didn't have the ability to use the magic text right when I tested it earlier today, and had a restricted set of magic tools. Okay, that's interesting, because if Matthew, is that for students and teachers? Because in my experience in the past, the teacher accounts have had access to a lot of these tools. So it'd be interesting to see if they've restricted that with some of the new tools. Darren, who does a lot of great work around AI, says there's not a single day goes by when I don't use Canva. 100% agree. I'm the same. And Deveris, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. The magic switch so far is very nice for turning PDFs into presentations and vice versa. That's interesting. Yeah, that I've played around with, you know, how you can get it to create a document and then turn that document into a presentation, but the ability to turn PDFs into presentations is a new feature which will be very, very handy. Oh, thanks, Matthew. Matthew's just said teachers have that full experience, which is reassuring to know. That's fantastic. Brilliant. Let's keep going through. So we've got the text to image, which we've had for a while now. It'll be interesting to see if that has improved. We might come back to that. This is what Ben mentioned earlier. So the editing visuals or images, the Magic Expand really excites me as somebody who does a lot of design work, or if you're creating slides for your students, the ability just to add a bit more to the image so that you can then put text in with the image is really nice. So for those of you who like to go that extra mile with creating your resources for your students, I think we'll get a lot out of that and just make some images that might not necessarily be usable more usable, I find. Magic Grab, this was new. This turned up I think it was about a week ago as well. They released some of these features earlier, the ability to grab certain elements within an image and move them around and manipulate them. I think that's going to give us some really cool usability there. Magic Edit, which has been out a while. Magic Edit. I use that feature all the time, whenever I just want to, especially if I'm putting like text onto an image and I just want to clear some space in the image so that the text isn't over contrasting colors, for example. It's a really nice way just to make some space within an image. Kevin, this is a game changer for graphic design, presentation, and organizing content. It offers the same, where is my cursor? There it is. It offers the same step change that CAD and CAM offered us in D&T, allowing pupils to bridge between the ideas they have and how they realize outcomes. It should have a huge effect on pupils' engagement. Fantastic, Kevin. Thank you for sharing that. Matthew, students do have a few more apps available that have AI included. So Dolly Images is there, as well as some new avatar tools. I noticed that, and I want to get into that. I'm not sure if this page showcases the third-party plugins, but if it doesn't, we'll jump into a new Canva document and have a look at that in a second. So we got the Magic Eraser, Magic Edit. We've got the background remover, which has been there for quite a while. I don't know if there's any improved capabilities there. Magic Animate, which is interesting. This is new. So bring your designs to life with motion. Automatically apply the perfect animations and transitions to your entire design. I've been trying. I don't know about you, but I read a few weeks ago that when Twitter changed their X changed their algorithm, they prioritize videos now over images. So what people see. So I've been trying every now and then, when instead of posting just a static image, when I put things out on social media, trying to turn them into a GIF or a video. So I think that might really help with that, with the animate. And it also just makes that content for our students a bit more engaging. This one's really interesting. Magic Morph. I'll be honest, when I first came across this, which was this morning when I had a look on Canva, I did get vibes of, that looks cool, but I'll probably never use it. So it'll be interesting to see if this is something that is going to be useful, but it seems to change. In fact, let's just click. It seems to change kind of plain 2D content into foil balloon, gingerbread, cotton yarn, gold, fruit salad. Yeah, interesting. Could be nice for design there. Make words come easily. So we've got Magic Write here. I'm not sure if we've got any new features here. Let's have a read. Helping you say it the right way with Magic Write. Go from a prompt to a first draft or an on-brand copy in no time. Plus, it helps you quickly reword sentences and paragraphs and summarize or expand your text. So we got the summarize, fun, feature, and formal. I'm really interested actually on the on-brand copy. I wonder if it kind of builds a picture of what your brand voice is, or if you're a teacher, I mean, that's probably more applicable to a company, but if you're a teacher, maybe how you would normally write or how you would normally communicate, and tries to replicate that. I'd be really interested to see if it does something like that. If you're watching this thinking that he really isn't prepared for this, that's because I'm not. I'm just coming across this as you are right now. And I did think, if you just joined us, I did think this was going to be a kind of announcement video from Canva, like a live Apple style announcement. Maybe I I read that wrong. So I didn't think I'd be speaking this much. I thought I'd just be commentating every now and then on the video. But this is good as well. Gives us some insights into this. Kirsty says, your note captions are great. My accent produces some interesting subtitles. PS Canva is bringing its A game. Absolutely agree with that. I think Canva are just knocking it out of the park at the moment. They're just not afraid to jump into this space and start creating some really, really helpful tools within Canva. And yeah, they just don't seem to be as hung up as some of the other bigger companies around really getting this right and integrating it in the right way. They just seem to be going for it. And I think that's what we want. I think that mentality of just release and iterate as we go is what we need, because we need access to this. We want teachers to have the best tools and to play around with these. Fee, I'm in Canva Ed, but grab, expand, morph, animate, and switch all say pro on them. That's interesting, because you do get that pro account, don't you, as teachers? Maybe that's going to take some time to come through. I'm just double checking what they say. So for teachers, so sign up with your education email address or upload proof, and we'll upgrade you to Canva for education. So they don't actually say that you get Canva Pro. They call it Canva for education. So I don't know if they're gonna. I think that always kind of equated to a pro account. I don't know if they're going to change that now, or if they're just taking their time to update that. I'm not sure. If anyone has any more insights on that, please do let me know. Okay, let's have a look. Weave AI apps into your Canva workflow. So this is what I was alluding to before, and I think Matthew mentioned as well, the third-party add-ons. If you're the type of person who, in fact, let's go to Canva right now and just open a new document. So here we are. So this is me in Canva. I'll see if I can I zoom? Oh, I can't. So if I zoom in, it zooms in on canvas, but it doesn't zoom in on the left-hand side toolbar. But as you can see, if you go to apps on the left-hand side, you get access to loads of third-party apps. We've had DID accessible for a while. So DID is where you can have an animated avatar. And if you come across my content or you listen to me speak, I show examples of how DID can animate. I've got the Henry VIII example and the To Kill a Mockingbird example. And that's been an app within Canva for a while now. But we seem to have got a lot more. And we'll go back to the Magic Studio page just to see what they are featuring. So Dolly, which is this one. In fact, can I zoom in here? I can. I've lost where we were. There we go. I'll zoom in a bit more so it's a bit more visible. Please do check this out yourself as well. If you just go to canva.com/magic. So we've got Dolly, which is OpenAI's image generator. OpenAI being the company who created ChatGPT, and they have their own image generator, which I think if you go onto the website, you can access Dolly 2, and Dolly 3 is going to be integrated into ChatGPT as part of their ongoing updates. And from all, I haven't tried it yet, but from what I hear, it's supposed to be as powerful as Midjourney. I don't know what version of Dolly we're going to get. It just says Dolly. It doesn't have a version here, so I'm not sure what version of Dolly we're getting within Canva, whether it's version 3. If it's version 3, then this takes Canva to a whole new level, and a completely new level, where we've got really powerful image generation within Canva. Then with Canva's playing a whole different ball game. If it's the Dolly 2, then not so much. Dolly 2, I always found wasn't amazing, but I use Midjourney, and in comparison, it's not great. We've got Magic Media here, so dream it up and see your words turn into visuals. I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing that's Canva's own tools, and the text to video, text to text to image that we've already had a look at. We've got, this is interesting, we've got, so this uses Google's image generator, so Imagen it's called. So turn your text into photorealistic AI images. Be interesting to see the quality of that, because I haven't seen amazing quality image generation from Google yet. So it'll be interesting to see how good that is. We've got this other one here, Nero. So avatars by Nero AI. So you can create a virtual presenter. Looks a bit, to me, look on the surface, looks a bit like DID, but it'd be interesting to check that out. Oh, this is good. This is good. So we got Play HT in here. Anyone who's seen my presentation or watched my step-by-step guide on how to create animated avatars will know that I love Play HT. It's essentially a voice generator, which is really good. I absolutely love it, and you can do it in different languages. So the fact that that's in Canva now is a big bonus for me, and I will definitely be using that. Going on to the next tool here, we've got Mojo AI. In fact, I noticed this one before actually. It what it does is converts text into AI or QR art. So I don't know if you noticed on social media, probably about a month or two ago, it suddenly seemed to become a craze for about 2 days to create bespoke QR codes that look like images, but could also be scanned as QR codes. And it looks like this tool will give the ability to do that. If you ask me, bit of a gimmick, but it'll be interesting to see how that works with this tool. And then we've got DID, which has been there for a while and which I mentioned earlier. DID, when you were playing with this earlier, you had to pay. So you got so many free credits and then you had to pay. So it'll be really interesting to see these third-party tools, how much you actually get for free and how much you have to pay for. I've lost our space on this page. That's because I'm zoomed in. I don't know where we are. There we go. So it'd be interesting to see how much you have to pay for these tools, whether how you get certain free credits available, which might turn some people off and just make it a bit inaccessible for some people. But if some of these work and have the latest versions of them, for example, Dolly and Play HT, then I think this is really going to up the game for Canva and their third-party integrations. I think that might be it. Let me zoom back out. If there's anything I've missed, please do let me know in the chat and we can have a look at them. So we've got, underneath here, we've got advanced AI safety with Canva Shield. Obviously privacy and safeguarding is paramount when we're using AI, as it brings a whole host of new issues for education especially. So AI trust and safety built in with enterprise in mind. Scaled AI controls and protection. That's interesting, the scaled controls. So manage your team's access to Magic Studio products with administrator controls. I wonder if if you buy a site license for this for your school, if you will get those controls over what's available and to who's available. I think it will reassure a lot of network managers and those who look after data protection in schools and colleges, universities, if they do have that extra control. So I think that could potentially be really, really useful. AI data and privacy preferences. So Canva doesn't train AI using your content without your permission. That's reassuring. Canva's AI privacy controls require you to opt in, not opt out. Share your private content with us to train AI. That's reassuring. Okay, and then we get to the packages. So let's go for educators and have a look what Magic Studio can do for you. So it says here, make an impact with AI tools for every design need. With Magic Studio, you can explore even more ways to design, from rapid content creation to on-brand scalability. The possibilities are endless. And of course, when we're talking about education, not only the teaching and learning side, but the business teams, marketing teams within who we work with are going to massively benefit from this as well. So let's have a look for educators. Engage and inspire your students. Creativity at your fingertips, streamline planning all in one place. Yeah. That's just kind of telling us what we probably already know. And then we've got price and plans, which I'm not going to get into. Let's just have a look at the comments. So Kirsty, we've looked at that one. Kevin, totally agree with release and iterate with the pace of tech turnover. Some of the bigger companies may regret not being so agile in the market. Yeah, Fee said DID Lite. I think you're right there. So you get the DID app that you get there doesn't do everything that DI does if you just go directly to their website. Fee says she's playing with it now. We're enjoying your insights from Florida. Thanks, Anna. Visited Anna and a university in the summer, so it's great to see you on here. I think we'll end it there. I've been going for 35 minutes and talking for 35 minutes when I thought I would only talk for a few minutes in this video. Please do get in contact with me on X. I'm at the AI Educator X on Facebook and on LinkedIn as well. And please subscribe to the YouTube video. I want to start doing more on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed already, subscribe, and then you'll get an alert whenever I release anything new. I quite enjoy doing this. I've never done like kind of a bit of a live commentary video before, so I might start doing more of these. So if I do one in the future, I'll give a bit more notice, because I think I give half an hour notice on this. And what I'll do is I might put an open invitation out. So if anyone who's watching wants to join me, and I think it's always better when you've got a few voices rather than just one voice. So it'd be great to have a conversation discussing some of these tools in the future. So if you do want to join me for anything like this in the future, please do just send me a DM or a message, and I'll keep you in mind. It'll be great for you to have you join me for this. This will go onto the YouTube channel as a recording. So if you've only just come on, I know Heather, hi Heather. If you've only just come on, then you will get access to this recording. Or you can just go to canva.com/magic, explore it for yourself. And please do let me know how you're getting on. So I'm going to end it there. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone. At 5 o'clock UK time, which is in 2.5 hours time, we've got the ThingLink webinar looking at immersive learning and how ThingLink have just integrated Skybox. So from Blockade Labs, which is an amazing tool for creating 360-degree virtual environments using AI. ThingLink have just integrated that. So we're going to talk through that. We've got myself, Louise from ThingLink, and we've got Marguerite, who is the lead and force at Blockade Labs. So the three of us are going to have a look at that tool and explore its potential for education. So please do check us out. If you go to any of my social media accounts, you will see a post for where you can register for that webinar starting in 2.5 hours time. And I'll post something now, I think, in the next 5 minutes, just to remind people. So if you want to join us for that, please do. But I'm going to end this now. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone. Fantastic to see you all and to see all the comments. Amazing. I thought I was going to be talking to myself. So it's great to see so many familiar faces and some new faces. And take care. Thank you very much, everyone.